Hey, dudes, it's Rob,
And Josh,
Northern RC Kings. We're here at Hobby Time RC, our favorite store. Sorry, it's been a while, but we had Turkey Day, Happy Thanksgiving, late,
and hunting day.
and Hunting Day up here in Montana. Um, we've also been experiencing problems with our cameras and our computers and trying to go live, but we're trying to figure that out. And up here in Montana, it's really hard to find internet. And maybe we can get some Starlink. Elon Musk, if you're watching, hook us up with some Starlink.
Elon Musk. Sounds like that phone grandpa used to wear.
Pretty close. Anyway, like I said, we're here at Hobby Time RC. Big news for Hobby Time RC. They're going to be moving to a giant store. Check it out. Everybody's proud of Hobby Time, excited for their new store. It's going to be awesome. Hopefully, you'll see it right here on Northern RC Kings once it gets open January 24th. If you can't make it to the store, you can always check them out at hobbytimerc.com. Don't take all my good parts, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're here with Matt at Hobby Time RC. Also, check out Matt on Facebook at Matt's Custom RC. He does a lot of cool stuff. Great guy to follow, great guy to know, and a great guy to fix all my broken stuff. Anyway, today we're going to show you guys how to rebuild shocks. I had no idea. I sat there and tried rebuilding shocks many times, got frustrated, and finally came and asked Matt. He said, Matt, show me. So we got a set of shocks here. Matt's tore them all apart. And we're going to give you guys a little demonstration, hands-on, on how to rebuild shocks. So here we go. We're going to turn the camera, kind of get it set up. Maybe. And then we're going to let Matt take over, and me and Josh are going to try to follow him and break more things.
All right, so these are the Element factory team shocks for all the Element trucks, and they fit a lot of other applications as well. Got these all torn apart, cleaned up, ready to go back together. And so this is how they would come out of the package if you were building them from new. And so let's do it. So I just like to start by assembling the shock piston onto the shaft. I do it a little bit different than some people do. You see it many, many different ways. This is how I like to do it, how I find that I don't get as many leaks. So I will assemble the shock piston. So grab your shaft.
Can I do it?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Let's do it all at the same time. Sometimes, if I'm really concerned about it, I'll go through and I'll actually polish the shaft for the smoothest possible results I can get. These Element shocks are really good from the factory, so I'm not even going to worry about it on these guys. It doesn't even really matter what you use for polish. I mean, this is just buffing compound for automotive use. So, just take your E-clip, your Jesus clip, whatever you want to call it.
Into the top one?
Into the bottom one, because you got to slide the piston down after. So click, gentle, make sure it's fully seated on there. And slide your piston on. If your piston has numbers or markings on it, I always like to put that up. So if you're ever wondering what your piston is.
Josh has lost an E-clip. That's why they're called a Jesus clip. Hopefully the hobby store has more of those. Donations are welcome.
So there you go. Piston installed onto the shaft. Josh may or may not be able to complete that task. We'll find out.
Try real hard here.
I'm surprised I'm doing as well as I am.
And then on these Element shocks, because they have the shoulder on here, the spring adjuster goes on from the bottom. Some of these have O-rings in them, and if they do, that's just to kind of help keep the adjuster in position. And I have fought those and fought those and fought those, and so if you put a little bit of this Team Associated green slime on the O-ring for the adjuster, makes it way easier to install. Just a little helpful tip. Let these guys get caught up here.
Whoa.
They jump at you.
Jesus.
Okay, what's the trick on these tools, brother?
So just try and get it lined up as carefully as I can. Maybe. It's tight. You just gotta line it up just right.
Give her a little shove.
Those. Whatever works for you.
Woohoo!
Grabs off.
Did it.
Oh, I think I turned it into a D clip. Okay, they don't look like that, I think, down here. I'm gonna be able to flatten that out.
Oh man, just right there is real.
Okay, I'll catch up. Just right.
It's better.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere.
Perfect.
All right. Cousin Josh got caught up.
Nope, just lost it. It's gone.
Psych.
Right here.
Right here.
No, don't use it. It's done.
2.
That is now A clip.
A gone.
A gone clip. Delicate hands.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and put your spring adjusters on there.
Spring adjusters.
No, on there.
I like to do everything twice.
That's how you're sure to learn it.
That way, the next time I do it, I can do it twice.
Okay, so this is where I differ from a lot of people is I like to put the shaft in there and assemble the seal pack on the shaft rather than assemble the seal pack and then put the shaft through it. You're much less likely with any tension on those seals to tear them. So put the shock shaft through there. And I can never use enough of this green slime. It's your best friend when you're building shocks. On that ticker shaft. If you're in the 3rd grade like Chris, that's funny.
I was not giggling.
I got the green stuff on the end of my shaft, like I was told.
And then you just start, so once you got your green slime to kind of coat the threads, I always coat the O-ring in green slime as well. And then just slide it on. Again, because there's no tension on it, because it's not installed, it just slides right on. So it goes O-ring, spacer, Slide that up in there. Put another O-ring.
The white ones are the spacers, right?
Yes. Yep. So it goes O-ring, spacer, O-ring. Then on these particular shocks, they use a little real thin washer. You got both O-rings on there, Josh?
Yep.
Nope. Oh, yep. Use this little tiny washer as part of the script, seal pack. And quite weird with paper towels. But
I think there's a couple little like sample pieces in there.
Thank you, sir.
You bet, man.
Thank
But
you,
yeah,
sir.
they're shows
Okay, so everything's installed in there. And you just take your spring bottom, your seal pack bottom, thread it on, and there's no seal on this one. Some of them you'll find an O-ring around here. This one is just relying on the tension of the O-ring to keep it sealed up. And tight. Some handy dandy shock pliers. These are like a must. If you don't have these when you're doing shocks, get some. Doesn't matter what brand you get. You just gotta have them. So goes on there nice and smooth.
All right, so
So
just these four.
stand that here. So, and then the other thing, these are not required, but they are super, super handy. This is an EcoPower truck stand, but it also doubles as a shock stand. There are other manufacturers that just make shock stands. I have the ProTech one and the Vision Racing one and the EcoPower ones to use a lot of buildings. So that one's done. Just set it in there and wait for you guys to catch up.
Is that seated deep enough, or do you need to go deeper on
Yeah, that's how mine is too. And I grabbed it with the shock pliers and tightened it up. So
that? Okay.
that seems like it's it. Nope. Grab the body round. There you go. Yep, just like that. Just make sure that's as tight as you can get it. Boom. Done. Okay. Feels really nice. And so now we start filling with oil. So I like a lot of damping, so I'm going to use this Traxxas 50 weight oil in these. Some cars we've had to use up to 100, other cars like 20. It's just, you got to feel out the shock. So, and I just like to start filling these by about 3/4 full.
You have your shaft down or up when you go to fill?
So when you go to fill, it doesn't really matter because we're going to fill it again. And so right now there's actually air stuck underneath the piston, and we're going to cycle it, and it releases all the air. It's kind of hard to see on camera, I'm sure, but there are air bubbles coming up from underneath the piston. And so we're just going to let that sit for a couple minutes. You know, there are nice products like Hoodie makes a really fantastic vacuum pump if you're in a hurry. So when you cycle them, it's important to keep the piston in the oil. If you bring it out of the oil, it just introduces more air.
Bubble.
And then just pull it back down and just let that sit for a minute. To me, it also makes a really nice just handheld vacuum pump. I have one of those at home when I'm in a hurry, getting ready for an event or a race or anything like that. Like Josh said, he likes to do everything twice.
Yeah, just show you how to get air in there, which you don't want.
Yeah, and then you just let that sit.
Hey, boy. Where have you been?
I just realized I did this wrong. There's supposed to be an O-ring in there and I didn't install it.
This guy here,
Yep. Nope. This one goes on the bottom pack.
the little guy. There's two different sizes there.
Oh, see?
And so we're not too far along to where it really matters.
Do we grease those up?
Green slime on everything.
Green slime on everything. See, even the best sometimes do things twice.
How are we doing today?
Right, that doesn't go there. It doesn't go there.
It goes on here.
Yeah, looks like different thing. Looks like
So I think the smaller one goes up top, and then the bigger one goes, like I was saying, inside the adjuster.
oh, in between black and gold.
White wire underground,
Check that out. It's like you're gonna be a bigger one.
But then you have to bring your two signal wires from the.
So that O-ring just sits in there. There's a little tiny machine groove.
Yeah, I mean, you're not last time, it just.
You're making me nervous.
I'm tired, it's not, I'm pretty strong.
On their website.
Alright.
And of course.
And so, like I said, these can be a real pain in the neck to install when you have this O-ring. So just put that with green slime. You can wipe up the mess later. Yeah, big one. And then the little one is for the cap. And so it goes on there like it's not even there right now. It just adds a little bit of attention to, so it doesn't just flop around on you and move anytime your spring rotates.
I was gonna ask. The opportunity to solve it, like everything, so now exactly what needs to be. And you wanna do that now, you just want to talk to you. If you
There's a
don't
little ring right there.
today.
Yeah, don't coat them before you put them on.
Don't work.
Don't coat them before you put them in there. You coat those after.
Was there anything I could guess?
Oh.
Oh, we should maybe we could do.
No, that's for those.
Okay, if I bring my little light.
There are some.
That's not that little.
We were over there, they. Or some.
Big one goes in here.
It's much easier to do if you don't put them in green slime. You just put a little bit on the O-ring after you install it.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and then when the shrimp.
Yeah,
Okay.
by the snap.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You mentioned
They
the-
have a lot of things or range. Again, not knowing what kind of. We have a lot of-
Where the heck did mine go? I'm gonna have to watch this video.
Is it under your paper towel?
You looking for the ring?
Do know that some models-
Wait,
It's in there.
It's in there. You see, it's in there. Okay, which one am I missing?
Go check out.
I did one.
Awesome.
But you know.
Is there another one that goes?
Nope.
You know.
We were looking
The other
at.
one.
But yeah.
It's awesome. He does them pretty quick too.
They're not exactly models, but they're about the same size and they are RC.
Oh, you're making me nervous.
And we will actually, when we move to our new location, we'll actually.
Howard
Oh,
now.
were you looking at?
Really old Skyline bottles.
Okay, the little one goes.
Oh.
Yes, the little one goes on the top, and so you do coat that one. Yep. So I got it installed on this one already.
Awesome.
Storefront.
That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, don't trust me.
Sounds like it is.
He's all about it.
These are gonna be the kids, it's probably the closest thing we have to like. The wires, but these have, so power. Top fuel direction. We got. I got three.
Well, to the top, is that what we're looking for next then?
So you accidentally had an accident, yours would probably on there. No, you got enough in there. So yeah, just fill it just a little bit below the top. These are not vented or beaver style caps. So
She is the reason why I go through so many tires.
Oh, had a little bit of an accident with mine. Make sure you
As soon as she hears those batteries.
you have
get
lots of
connected, she's like,
chocolate with Robin.
go outside.
How are you?
So mine's been sitting the longest. We're gonna go ahead and proceed with that one. These two just gonna sit for another minute after we add a little more oil. When you look down in there, if you see like it looks like a cloud, there's so many bubbles in there, just wait. This one you can see clearly the E-coat, the piston, the shaft, everything, so it's perfect. Go ahead and gently throw your cap on. I like to thread it down all the way, make sure that O-ring is seated, and then I'll back it off.
A 9-volt back.
Grab a paper towel.
No.
You start
Okay.
siphoning it,
Right.
and that'll push any extra fluid out.
Not all of the things, obviously. Some of the things.
Since this one has just a little bit of rebound when you stroke it. Just ever so.
How are we doing today? Good, how are you
It's
guys?
a really nice smooth shock. We've had lots and lots of damping. And as I'm here, I guess I realized I didn't bring the rod ends after I cleaned these up.
I wonder if Daddy and Bubba are
So,
down.
That one's done.
Well, we'll go get lunch and then I take your sucker. I have stuff in my purse for you.
Yep.
Yeah. Over here.
Tighten it down and tight.
Loosen it up just a little, right?
Yeah, you back it off until you don't feel any tension because you want to break the seal of that O-ring. And then you tip it at a little bit of an angle and you slowly push the piston all the way to the top. And then when the piston is at the top, you tighten it back up.
How are we doing today?
Oh, stop for the threads going to the seal.
And then tighten it up.
Yep.
I'm ready for now. We've been shopping for like an hour and a half. And it feels like 6. No, I'm not thinking about it. There's nothing in there. It's just like a table turn.
Are you poking out?
I don't know. Matt's gonna rebuild the shocks that we did, just so you guys know. Should win.
Even if you did a great job, I think I might do it. We'll check it and see what-
Back to beginner, square one, something.
Something's going on with mine. Hopefully you guys watched Matt do all of it, because I don't think mine is right.
It comes out a little bit.
That's better than mine. Mine almost disappeared. Anyway,
And that's how you rebuild shocks.
I'm not sure if you guys know us, but hopefully you learned a lot from Matt. Check out Matt, Facebook, Matt's Custom RC. Check out Hobby Time, hobbytimerc.com. Check
And
out
of Andy.
Hand of Andy. Check out some of our other local guys here, Hand of Andy RC, Big Sky RC guy, and 406 Killer Crawlers. Make sure you hit us all up. And we appreciate you guys. This store is absolutely busy, so I think we're gonna leave.
Let's go rally.
we're gonna go make some videos for you guys.
We'll be back here fixing trucks in no time.
Hopefully you guys learned a bit about shocks. I think I did, but I learned something every time I play with stuff. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.
No, you're totally fine.
Oh, man. How's-